Hello everyone. Okay, so I just concluded the range test right now. This is the Wolf King GT Pro. Has just over 2,000 miles on this one. And it's doing very, very well. Let's see what we have here. We look at the dashboard. So I wasn't able to use the entire battery, but I did put 50 miles on it just now, total. The previous video was when I was halfway through with the journey, the test. So this is the test completed. And I just wanted to go 50 miles to see where the battery would be. So at 50 miles, we have 30% battery remaining, and the voltage is at 68.4 volts. And I think the voltage turns off at 58 volts in the settings. So it has quite a ways to go still. When this is fully charged, it's at 84 volts, but it goes down to 80 volts pretty quickly. That's just the way that the parameters of the voltage is set up. I've ridden this scooter with 0% left, and it's still going fast. So it's just the way that the display is set up. But we did do 50 miles, and my average speed is saying 17 miles per hour. A max of 50 miles per hour, and I went 50 miles per hour several times in the ride, on the way back. And the reason the average is so low is because waiting for the lights to turn green, stopping and waiting a couple minutes at each light. So that takes, that's where I'm just sitting, the scooter's not moving at all. I think that averages that stop into that. But my average speed would probably be more closely to, I would say between 18 miles an hour and 25 miles per hour was the range for probably 60 to 70% of that scooter ride, with the remainder being high speeds, such as 40, 45, 50 miles per hour. Okay, everyone, so there it is. And that's with, as you can see, that's with 2,035 miles. And looks like it's saying we rode the scooter for 2 hours and 55 minutes total, if I understand that correctly, and 50 miles per hour. This scooter goes approximately 63 miles per hour. Dual motor, and on setting 5. I like setting 5 because the regenerative braking is most powerful there, but that can also be programmed. I also noticed, and I haven't done this yet, but I noticed that in the advanced programming where it says there's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, or let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 settings, and that's where you can program these. Let's see if I can get this to focus right now. If I understand correctly, I can program those numbers. Okay, so 5 is, I think, default is where everything's maxed out. But guess what? When I looked at it, the amperage was showing 50 amps, right? Well, I said, well, let me see if it'll adjust more. So I tried adjusting the amperage to increase it, and it allowed me to go to 60 amps on each controller. If I understand correctly, I think I can set each controller. So that's an extra 10 amps. I don't think I need it. The scooter already goes 60 miles per hour. It has all the power and more that I need, so I'm happy with the way it is. I do, as suggested by a gentleman that rides scooters, he likes to run the tires approximately 5 pounds below I think the tire recommended pressure for the scooter, and that's so that more of the tire, the sides are touching. If I understand correctly, more of the sides are touching, more surface area of the tire is touching the ground, and so I've started to do that too. I'm running at least 5 pounds lower on the front and the back, and I know that can affect range, but as you can see, the range is very good, and I'm getting better traction now. It's called traction. That's one of the words used when you accelerate and more of the tire is touching the ground. And also when the tires heat up, when they warm up, it helps the tires to grab better. But never forget that the leaves on the ground are very slippery, and especially if, especially if they're wet. So always be careful when there's anything on the ground. It could be like dirt, leaves, anything at all, and especially little rocks. Those are very slippery as well. Okay, everyone, until next time.